Welcome back to Reborn_pod. I want you to imagine this. You feel like you're on a treadmill. You're putting in the effort, your legs are moving, but the scenery outside your window never changes. If you've been feeling that heavy, frustrating sensation of being stuck in life, in your career, your relationships, or your personal growth, you are definitely not alone. It's one of the most common emotional roadblocks we face. But here's the good news. Feeling stuck isn't a life sentence. It's a signal. Most people think they're stuck because they're not disciplined enough or productive enough or motivated enough. But the truth is deeper. I need to confess something real quick. For almost 10 years, I lived a lie. I was a functioning adult, smiling in meetings, but every night I returned to my room and felt the same crushing reality. I was stuck. Not a little stuck. I was cemented into a cycle of shame and self-sabotage, constantly battling an invisible enemy that made me feel inferior to every single person I knew. It was exhausting. I remember sitting on my bed one morning, too exhausted to even raise the curtains, thinking, this is it. This is my life. A cycle of good intentions and catastrophic failures. The exhaustion wasn't physical, it was soul, deep. It was the exhaustion of constant, internal battle, the shame of perpetually falling short of the man I knew I could be. If you're still here, it means you know that feeling, that toxic mix of shame, exhaustion, and inferiority. You've tried the willpower hacks, the positive affirmations, the 5 a.m. club, and they all failed. Why? Because you weren't stuck in a bad habit, you were stuck in a bad system. Willpower always fails when it's battling a system. I didn't break free through sheer grit. I broke free by dismantling the entire system that held me captive. And today, I'm giving you the keys to my entire operating system, a two-part mental and practical system that finally delivered permanent, undeniable freedom. This isn't self-help fluff. This is a battle plan for your soul. In this video, we're going to dive into the 3 deep psychological reasons why we get stuck, and then give you a simple, powerful 3-step action plan to finally break through and start moving forward. Reason number 1 is perfectionism and the all-or-nothing trap. We think that if we can't start a new habit perfectly, say, waking up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym for 90 minutes, we shouldn't start at all. The truth is, all-or-nothing thinking guarantees nothing gets done. We get stuck waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect feeling of motivation. Spoiler alert, that moment never arrives. We overthink everything and it's stealing our time. I want you to lower the bar. If you're stuck because of perfectionism, the solution is to make your first step ridiculously small. Don't write a book, write 1 sentence. Don't go to the gym for an hour, put on your sneakers, and walk out the front door for 5 minutes. We are aiming for consistency, not intensity. The goal of the first step is only to prove to your brain that you are capable of action. The momentum comes after you start, not before. Reason number 2 is that we're living by the tyranny of the shoulds. We're constantly thinking, I should have a better job by now, or I should be happier like Peter_my or rich like Elon Musk. These shoulds are usually borrowed goals from our parents, society, or social media that don't align with who we actually are. When you pursue a goal that isn't truly yours, your subconscious hits the brakes, creating that stuck feeling as a form of self-protection. You're not stuck because you're lazy, you're stuck because you're running in the wrong direction. To combat those borrowed shoulds, you need to dig for your authentic motivation. Realign with your true why, the 5-minute rule. Get a journal and ask yourself, why do I actually want this? What will it feel like to achieve it? Don't just stop at, I want more money. Dig deeper. I want financial freedom so I can spend more uninterrupted time with my family. That connection is your fuel. Now, use what I call the 5-minute rule. If you have a task you're dreading, Commit to it for just 5 minutes. If after 5 minutes you genuinely want to stop, you can. You'll be shocked how often the momentum kicks in and you keep going for 30. Reason number 3 is the overwhelm and the fear of the unknown. The mountain you want to climb, your big goal, looks too big. Your brain says it's too much work, too confusing, too risky, and it defaults to the known, safe, comfortable, and ultimately stagnant state you're in. It's the safe hell you know versus the potential paradise you don't. We get paralyzed because we confuse the first step with the whole journey. Stop looking at the destination and focus on the next tile. Overwhelm happens when we try to solve a problem with a single, massive decision. Instead, imagine you are driving through a dense fog at night. You can't see the final destination, but you can see the next 10 feet illuminated by your headlights. You just need to focus on the next tile on the floor, the very next actionable step. Is it sending one email, making one phone call, researching one online course? Your only job right now is to identify the very next single action and execute it. Don't worry about step C until you finish step B. Your dreams must be big enough to scare you. The Bible said in Ephesians 3 verse 20, "Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us." You don't need to see the entire destination because God already sees the whole blueprint. You are allowed to imagine it. God designed it to be beyond you, so you would learn to trust him step by step. Your job is the next tile. God's job is the destination. You only need clarity for the next 10 feet because God already has clarity for the next 10 years. When you try to see everything at once, you get overwhelmed. But when you follow the next step, you activate the power working in you, which Ephesians 3 verse 20 speaks about. It's okay to get confused and scared, but remember, the ways and thoughts of God are different from that of man. He has a plan for you to give you a future and a better ending. Stop overthinking. You will be mentally exhausted from fighting invisible battles. The emotional heaviness, the fear of failing again, they will drain your energy before you even start. Let's dive in. The 2-part freedom system I mentioned earlier, it broke me permanently from stagnancy and retrogression, and I am glad to share it with you for free. The first one is the mental cost. I call it the law of perception. How you see things. What meaning do you give to your situations? Do you see problems as opportunities or obstacles as miracles? Do you see the numbers of your scars as the numbers of your victories? How do you perceive things? Your life doesn't change based on what happens. It changes based on the meaning you give to what happens. 2 people can live in the same environment, experience the same event, or face the same challenge, yet one grows and one collapses simply because they interpreted it differently. 2 salesmen are sent to a remote village where nobody wears shoes. One salesman said, "No one here wears shoes. There is no market." He saw hopelessness and gave up. The other salesman said, "No one here wears shoes. That means the entire village is my customer." He saw opportunity and possibility and built a business. Same situation. 2 meanings. 2 destinies. I want you to see your delays as a process of pruning and preparation. Work on yourself, increase in knowledge, learn new things, unlearn negative habits. Wait upon the Lord. He shall renew your strength. Life is not about what you see, but how you see it. Your perception becomes your prophecy. The second system, too, is the practical cost. I called it the 3x3 Anti-Paralysis Rule. Focusing on practical, small-scale action breaks the paralysis. Paralysis is the ultimate signal of being stuck. It's the brain freezing because the task feels too big. Understand this. Paralysis is a signal. Paralysis is not laziness. Paralysis is not a lack of ambition. Paralysis is your brain's emergency shutdown mode. It happens when your mind interprets a task as too big, too risky, or too tied to your identity. In neuroscience, this response is linked to prefrontal cortex downregulation, the same shutdown that happens when someone is overwhelmed or threatened. Your brain literally cannot think clearly when a mountain feels too tall. This is why stuck people keep delaying the smallest tasks. The brain has already labeled the task as danger. The best thing to do is that you must shrink the mountain until the brain feels safe. I will talk about a few things in this second system that will help you out of being stuck. So, I want you to stay really close. This is practical. The first one that saved me is the 3x3 anti-paralysis rule. This rule saved my life. It rebuilt my consistency when I had none. It rewired my brain from freezing to movement. The rule's core command is that when you feel stuck, you must only consider 3 tasks, each 3 minutes or less. That's it. Do not consider a full plan or an entire project or an overwhelming vision. Your brain only needs a safe starting point. Why this works is that when you reduce tasks to 3 minutes, you lower the threat response, shut off the shame spiral, reactivate the prefrontal cortex, rebuild momentum chemically, which is a dopamine micro-release. I want you to follow me closely, please. For example, if you have a project to start, all you need to do is start with 3 tasks. Each of them should be 3 minutes or less. You don't need to feel motivated. You just need to move. Because once you create movement, the brain shifts from, I can't do this, to maybe this is possible. That maybe is all you need to break a cycle. It is best to break paralysis with microscopic wins. We always think success is built in large leaps. But recovery, especially from a stuck life, is built in micro actions. The 3x3 rule trains your brain to love starting, not completing. Completion is a bonus. Movement is victory. The goal is not the finish line. The goal is the first step. You break paralysis not with strength, but with ridiculously small entry points. If the bar is too high, lower it. If the step is too big, shrink it. If the task is overwhelming, slice it. If you can't resume your whole life today, resume one tile of the floor. This system is how a stuck person becomes unstoppable. Another important step in this system is the hour-out physical rule. Science has proven something powerful. The fastest way to exit shame is to change your physical state. After a failure, the brain down-regulates, the thinking part goes offline. Your job is to force it back online. The rule is, within 1 hour of a mistake, you must do at least 10 minutes of physical exertion, brisk walk, stairs, jumping jacks, skipping rope, burpees. This is not punishment. It is neurological rebooting. Physical movement dumps the stress chemicals, clears the fog, and forces the prefrontal cortex to re-engage. This cancels the post-failure collapse. Most people stay stuck for 3 days after a mistake. This rule shrinks it to 10 minutes. This is how professionals recover. And now, so will you. The practical cost system works together. The 3x3 rule handles the paralysis. The hour-out rule handles the chemistry. Together, they rebuild momentum, clarity, confidence, self-trust, identity, and emotional stability. This is how you break the mental and practical causes of a stuck life. This is how you rebuild a mind. This is how you reclaim agency. The ultimate gain from these systems is not a perfect life. It's reclaimed focus and undeniable purpose. The energy you once spent battling shame is now channeled into building the life you were meant to live. You don't get stuck anymore because you have a spiritual, mental, and practical protocol for the second you slip. We've talked about how to break free, but what about the invisible force that drags you back? The deepest pull of all, the shame loop. the cycle of self-hatred that guarantees you'll repeat the same mistake. That is the subject of my next video, the shame loop, why you keep repeating the same mistakes. If this system resonates with your spirit, I want to hear from you. Which single trigger, mental or practical, will you commit to eliminating this week? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe for the battle plan, and start moving. Your freedom is waiting. I'll see you in the next video.